Hi guys, this is Tara. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. So today we are going to be doing our Build a Junk Journal altered book series. So I've gone in and I've done a few things to it. I have painted some of the pages and laid in some pockets with some Tim Holtz paper. I'm going to decorate. We'll end up decorating on top of that, but I did this page. This one's got, I did a couple of them that have some writing. I used my I used my stamp to do this. After I painted with the brayer, I came back with a stamp and just stamped words on it, and it came out pretty cool. I like it. And then this page, I did the same thing. Okay. All right, and I've gone in and done some gluing, as you can see. And I noticed the last time on the video I had said this was going to be a top loading pocket, and I ended up doing it as a side. I didn't catch it until after I was done. Anyway, sorry about that. So this one I changed it from a side to a top. Okay, so that's what a top loading pocket will look like here, and it's got a thumb hole, you know, for it. Here's one of our half page pockets. Okay. And here is another half page, but this one is cut down to be, you know, a half of the page. And yeah, I just went through and did some gluing. I didn't do a ton, but I did enough so that we could do some fun things here with this. Let me just, I'm printing out a few things as I'm doing the video, so I actually did this video already, and you know me, I didn't like the way it turned out, so I deleted it. Yeah, and I'm back. I'm doing it again because I had showed you on the first one that I deleted. I had showed you how to do this, and we will do this again, just not today. All you do is the paint, and you I just brayer it on, and then I use this one was the stamp I used, and I just go on it when it's wet, pull it off carefully, stamp it when it's wet, you know, just like that, and go around the page, and then you let it dry, and then once it's dry you can go ahead and glue your pockets in. And like I said, we are going to put ephemera and stuff in here, so, but this gives them a nice, it kind of gets on like a, almost like how you feel when you Mod Podge something. So it kind of thickens the paper, makes it feel a little bit leathery. I wasn't sure about these two pages, or this section here, what I want to do. I was thinking that we might lay down some paper. So how about we do that? And also, if you notice, I am keeping true to my goal. I do not want this to be too matchy-matchy, okay? So I really, honestly, I want to try and keep kind of an eclectic feel for this. That's why none of these pages match in color. I don't want to focus on any one thing with this book. I always do that, and or at least for the most part, I end up being very, and they're beautiful. I do. I enjoy the way I do my journals, but I just want to be a little more fun with this one, you know. So I'm looking here, and I'm thinking if I want to collage on this page, but with like big pieces. I think I do. I think I'm going to do that. Oh shoot, I wanted to take it this way. I'm actually thinking to match up. If any of you are on Shabby Dabby Doodog group, you've probably got this particular kit, and I was thinking it'd be cute to kind of tear it down and bring it onto the page. I'm going to trim that. Can't have that, huh? I just printed these out last night, and I haven't trimmed all of them. Okay. So yeah, this would be cute. Take it to the edge, and then I'm just going to overlap. I'm not going to worry about yeah, there's going to be all throughout the book you're going to notice where we have torn out pages, or where the spine, there's going to be a little bit of a gap there. And overall, when it's all said and done, it looks kind of cool. It's not something that I worry about. If you do, you can always, figure out something that works for you to cover that. But yeah, you can use washi tape down the center there. I've actually done with other projects, I did do some lace, and as long as you let it dry before you start opening and closing the book, it stays pretty good. But like I said, I kind of like that look, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. Sorry, I'm just trying to hold it. Tara, I'm always pretty transparent with you guys. Well, no, there's not any doubt. I that's just me. I gotta say, I just have not been myself this week, so I really do think it's the medication they gave me, because it's the only change in my life I've had. And I'm sleeping, but not as good as I usually do. And I'm waking up feeling kind of really groggy, and then it just seems to kind of stick with me, and I don't like that feeling. I'm gonna try and see if I can pull. Shoot. Oh well. Yeah, I don't like that feeling. Okay, I'm wondering, do I want this much? I don't want to cover up that much of the butterflies, so I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so if my voice sounds a little bit dim, that's why. I apologize. I wish I were my perky self. I'm usually pretty upbeat. I feel like I sound like I'm really Debbie Downer right now, and I'm not. I'm not. I just don't have the energy I usually have. So I went through this the last time they changed my blood pressure medicine. I kind of had like a period of getting used to it, and that's why I'm not worried or anything, because I already went through this. And there for a little while, like after my surgery, they were readjusting and adjusting my blood pressure medicine so much, it was crazy. I went through like 4 different kinds, and I kept telling my doctor, I don't feel right, I don't feel right. And finally he goes, if there's something really wrong, then we're gonna have to do tests, and we're gonna have to do this. He goes, I want you to give it time for your body to adjust. And he kind of got forceful about it, and I was like, okay. So I did, and he was right. It came, well, I like that. It came out of, I came out of it, but it did take some time. So yeah, now they've increased the amount, so I'm thinking, that I should just not worry about it and give it some time. And the Lord's got me. I'm good. Okay, I love this particular little kit that Tina, this was a gift. If you don't know about it, you can still pull it up if you join her Shabby Dabby Doodah group on Facebook. It's, I think it's under, which one's it under, you guys? Is it under events? It's where they list all the freebies and stuff, and it's toward the bottom, and it was from last year in the fall. And she gave it as a freebie, and it's just 4 pages, but it's so, look at it, it's so cute. You get all these, you can do this as a background page, you can use these, or you can cut them out. I did both, and so whenever I need them, I just go in and print them out. I love them. I'm gonna go ahead and the ones that I don't use, oh, you know what I did? I should have put that. I should have torn that. Darn it. I should have torn that from the bottom. Let me see. If I cut, no, it's too short. Shoot. And I wanted that piece too. I wanted the darker on this side. Man, that bums me out. I need to print another page and I don't want to. Oh well. Okay, so I want to come from the bottom, right? Yeah, we're going to do the bottom. I'm just debating. Sorry, I don't want to mess it up again. Anyway, yeah, but if you guys want, if you see this and you like it and you want it, it's still on there as a freebie. So you can also go to, you don't have to join or do anything. You can go to shabbydabbyduda.com, you know, www. And she has her website. There's a section where she gives out free digitals, and they're still on there too. So, you know, whenever she puts some on there, she kind of lets us know. But the last time she put any on there was this last spring. But there's like probably you know, if I misquote this, let me know, guys. But I think there's probably like 4 or 5 sets, and they're full, you know, sets of digitals. So I mean, go for it. Just go on there and download them and print them out, and you're good. You got some free digitals from Miss Tina. And that's www.shabbydabbyduda.com. Okay, that's her website. Okay, get this. Kind of wanted to at least line up these pages as much as possible. Okay. Yeah, this is cute. I like this. You know me and collaging. I love anything that looks like that collage did. And I just absolutely love the colors in this. And you know me and butterflies, you know, the whole bit. So I was thinking, can I maneuver this? But I don't think I can. I guess I can tear from the lighter one. Oh, what else do I have here? Yeah. Let's see. I do believe I will use this corner. Okay. So as you can see, doing the altered books, it's pretty easy. It's pretty quick and fun. I mean, it's not rocket science, that's for sure. It's just super fun. I hope you guys try it, because I really think, you know, that you'll like it. I enjoy doing this a lot. I hadn't forgotten that I liked it. I just had gotten so involved in doing other styles and stuff that I hadn't been able to pick this up in a minute. Okay, now let's see. We just need a piece that comes over here. So I'm going to tear this part thin, and then I'm going to curve it so that it comes far enough. Oh, you know what I just did? Tara. Yes, that is how I talk to myself. Let me see. I'm going to put this here just so I can check, kind of get an idea. There. Now, I'm going to tear it across. Alright, now, we're going to redo this tear a little bit. I don't like the white. I know. That's what I'm getting irritated about. Because then I have to cover it. I mean, it's okay once it's distressed, but I don't want to have to do that with this. You know. There we go. There we go. Okay, I kind of want Paris to show. So I'm going to bring that in just a little bit more. Hopefully I don't go overboard. There we go. Yay! Look at that. Cute. I like it. I do think we still need to come off a little bit more. Oh, don't mess it up. There we are. Okay. Yeah, I like this page. So yeah, we've got on the back of there, we've got, and that kind of firms up this page as well, because now it's going to have, oh, dang it. Now it's going to have that, gotta get that to stick down on that curve. It's going to have that cardstock on the back of it, so it's going to have a little more firmness, which will help in the long run. Okay. All right, come on, glue. Don't fight me now. Get on there. My hand is not the steadiest today, I've noticed. As I'm gluing, I'm kind of like all over the place. So it's Friday. What are you guys going to do this weekend? Anything fun? See, because I have, yay, praise the Lord, gotten ahead in my recording, I am recording this on Thursday of last week, if that makes sense. And I have plans for tomorrow, but I'm not going to talk about it today because I will tell you about it in the mass make. So by the time you see this video, you will have already heard about my plans, and the point would be moot for me to repeat it. So, yeah. So next weekend, when you're actually listening to this, I have no plans. I will be staying home and crafting with you guys. Oh, I love this page. What do you guys think? I hope you like it. I really, really, really like the way that turned out. I'm going to tap my printer. It keeps telling me that I have the wrong kind of paper, which I don't. It just argues with me all the time. Praise the Lord. You know how it is. I've told you guys about my sassy printer. So, let's clear this up and move on to the next page. We're not going to put, I'm not going to put ephemera in here yet, I don't think. I want to kind of get the pages covered and glued down and all that good stuff. But yeah, I really, really like that. So as you're going through our new Altered Book Journal, you will see that it's nicely hand painted. Oh, why is this sticking? Oh, that's the pocket I stuck my finger in and thought it was sticking. I almost ripped it. Anyway, I love the differences in colors on each page. I'm really trying to not be so, about it. Let's see. I was just thinking, what do I have over here? You know what we could do? We could do both sides with this, and then, because it's like everything is like each page, the frame of each page is the same. But then you turn and it's a different, totally different color. It's totally different, look. So as we go along, you know what I'm saying? So I think I will go ahead and do this one again because, oh good, that means I get to use this piece because I did not want to waste it. It's so pretty. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to just have these two pages be, and then whatever ephemera we put on them is just going to look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Okay, so remember what I told you guys? Let's see. It was either in yesterday's video or the day before. I mentioned about my husband's boss and the fact that he had, as of that taping, he had not gotten to cash his check. Well, he was told yesterday, everything will probably be fine. You can cash your check. And this is the check from last Friday. Okay, today's Thursday, so we're into the new pay period, and he still has not been able to cash his check. Well, today, or yesterday, the man who had ordered irrigation to be done, and that Ron was waiting for him to come pay him, did not come pay him. So, Courtney did not get to cash his check like Ron told him he would. So now we are, tomorrow, if he does not get to cash that check today, he will be 2 weeks in arrears to Courtney and Ricardo, his coworker. So keep him in your prayers that he can figure this out. I mean, it's, I get it, I understand. We're not, neither Courtney nor I are like freaking out because we have both had the Lord do way too many miraculous things in our lives, including financially, for us to ever doubt him. But you can only carry the person for so long, and the Lord knows our situation. So I'm like, all right, Lord, we need to pay our bills. They're coming up again. We carried him through most of August, you know, off of our savings account. And, you know, we've got to, rent is due tomorrow. So, yeah. Now, next Friday, I will, you know, this coming week, like on Monday or whatever, I will let you guys know what happened. But if you do think of me, please lift us up and be in agreement with me that the Lord will open the way for Ron to get this, you know, this figured out. Because that whole truck thing really, they broke him. Oh no, see, I went too far. Shoot. You know, the truck company that charged him so much, yeah. They broke him. They caused him to get all and it's not that it's not that he was broke when that happened. It's that after that happened, other people who owe him are not paying what they owe. That's the problem. You know, because his company, he's not a millionaire or anything. I mean, he's a businessman, but he's not, you know, rich. And if other, you know, if clients do not pay, you know, no matter how good you do in business, it'll screw you up. So yeah. Anyway, and it's super stressful for him. I mean, he's a really good guy, very kind. He's Canadian, and he's just, you know, very sweet older man. He lives here now though, because him and his wife love the weather in Arizona. So they were initially snowbirds, and they came here and stayed. So I'm not sure how many years they've lived here, but it's been a while. So anyway, I'm not telling you that to bring you down or anything. I'm just kind of chit-chatting and filling you in on what's going on, and asking those of you that pray, you know, my prayer warriors, please lift us up and be in agreement with us. I appreciate it. It's always good for us to agree with one another. Amen. Look at these pages. They just look so fun. I love ripping up paper. I hope you guys like them. Let's see. Let's do a little. I don't want to use that whole thing, but I like the word addition. Oh, you know what I did? I did it again. I need it to come from the bottom. Duh. I need it to come from the bottom. Here. No, that's the same paper. I don't want to use that. Here, I'll use this one. There we go. Hopefully I'm high enough here. Gonna have to swing that one over a bit. Oh well. Let me see, maybe. I gotta trim this, huh? Me and my printer. It's over there waiting for me to hit the button. It's still telling me I've got the wrong paper in there. It's just the most stubborn little machine. I love my printer. I appreciate it very, very much, but I can kind of see why we got it secondhand. I think I've told you guys before, but we got it from OfferUp, and got it for like $50. It's an Epson Workforce, and it's a good name brand printer. However, it's argumentative. I'll say that, and I can kind of see possibly why the people wanted to get rid of it, because it, you know, it's kind of like, okay, you are not the boss. You need to. I'm not doing this whole thing. I just want to make sure I covered that right there. Yeah, I kind of feel like that sometimes with it. I'm like, okay, you are not the boss. I'm the boss. You need to do what I ask you to do. And it just kind of does its own thing. And it's funny, it's been ever since so I know it's involving, the programming of the printer itself, because it's been ever since I downloaded the actual Epson program so that I could print borderless, because I couldn't print borderless at all before. And then once I got it, I think I want that one on top. Once I got it working with the borderless, then it started giving me a hassle on what kind of paper I use and all of that stuff. And then at first it was printing correctly on the coloring, which is really weird. It was doing great, and I was loving doing the borderless print. And then it started doing that thing I've told you about, how it will, well, I've shown you the bright prints that it does. And I'm just, I don't know. I've gone in online, I've looked things up, I've tried tips and tricks that they suggest. So yeah, nothing's worked. I'm like, okay, whatever. Next time I buy a printer, just saying, it will not be this kind. It'll probably be an HP, because it's HP, right? Yeah, Hewlett Packard. Yeah, it'll probably be an HP, because I don't like this one. I don't like what it's doing. I mean, maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just this type of word for it. It looks like it's high. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's just that particular printer or that particular model, I'm not real sure, but yeah. I get a little frustrated sometimes, you guys. So the Facebook group is starting to really get into swing, which is exciting. I'm starting to see a lot of people are beginning to post their artwork, and others are commenting, and I love it. I love it. I love it, because that's what I wanted to see, was all of us interacting with each other. It's very wonderful. What's really cool is that we're all starting out together. The channel's new, the group is new, all of us coming together. I see people and they have thousands and thousands and thousands members, and it's like, or subscribers, and I have no clue if I'd ever get to that point. I really can't even fathom it. But I will say this, I think it's fun now when I hear any of them, like Gail or Pam or Natasha or anybody, mention their subscribers and like know them and say, oh, like I've heard Tina say, people who've been with me since the beginning, and that's what I think of with you guys. You're the people who've been with me since the beginning, and that's really cool. Seriously, I just think it's really, really cool. There, now look at that. Oh, isn't that nice? That's our 2-page spread. Okay, that's what I was talking about. I like that. I hope you guys like that. I really, really like that. And it's fun because it's not anything like what's before it. Now this one, what do we want to do? Do we want to paint over it? Do we want to cover it? We can do anything we want. This is our altered book. Oh, wait, I just realized something I forgot to tell you guys. Before I got on video, I had just gone on to the Etsy shop. And, sorry, I was picking stuff up. And I put everything, all the journals and my paintings and stuff are all on sale for 25% off. And 25% knocks them down pretty far. So if anybody were looking, and I used to ship internationally. I do only ship from the Etsy shop to America. I think I have in there that I'll send to Canada as well. But it just got to be too expensive for me, and I hate that because I really wanted to be able to do it, worldwide. But oh, guys, seriously, I was spending like Well, I sold one thing to a gal in Australia, and the item itself was only $20 or something like that, 25. And I ended up making $10 after shipping because it cost me over $20 or 20, just under $20 to actually send it. And and it was a small item too. So I was just like, okay, I told my husband, that was right after sending to one of my other folks in Taiwan. 2 times I sent her journals, and both times Etsy did not save my changes on my shipping, and so I paid almost the entire shipping. And so yeah, so I apologize to anybody who, who's in another country, who's interested in getting something. I'm so sorry. If you were willing, to pay the shipping, and it's something you really want in the future, if there's something you see here, we can talk about it. But yeah, right now I just can't do it. It came to too much. And I'm not talking about like the gift that I sent, that kind of stuff. I'm just talking about my normal Etsy stuff. And that the reason is because Etsy charges you as well. Anybody who has, sorry, I'm trying to even this page out. Anybody who has an Etsy shop knows what I'm talking about, you guys. And we get charged like, what is it? The handling fee, and then we get charged the processing fee, and I mean it's ridiculous. And then they just raised it recently, right? So this past spring. So yeah, not great, not great. All right, so what do we want to do? Do we want to move on past this? And yeah, I think I will. I think we'll just go ahead and, what time is it? Okay, 30. I think we'll go ahead and do a couple more pages. I did these by myself. I mean, technically I did them with you guys, but I didn't, but you're not seeing the video, so yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, with these corner pages, you're just going to want to glue this part. And I did tear out, I had this doubled, like I had done double pages on everything. I tore out on a couple of them because I was thinking, just to save on space. And I almost did it with some others, and then I decided to leave them alone because I really do think this paper could use the help. But like on this one, I had 2 pages here and I tore one out because this has 2 pages, so I think it'll be strong enough. But on most of these, I have it double paged, simply because I was telling you in that last video, the reason I did that, and I didn't do it before, but those books had paper that was a little thicker. This is a newer book. It's from the dollar store, but it's cheap paper. You can feel it. It's kind of got that feel, any of my writers out there, you'll know what I mean. When you write on a piece of paper and the pen, like the ink, kind of just, this thing is really not wanting to go. You go right in the paper and the ink just kind of sinks into the paper, and it's very satisfying to me. It always has been. It's a very smooth writing process. However, that paper being so porous always feels a little bit weak to me. It's kind of got it'll tear easy, Well, that's how this paper feels. It's thin for a book paper. And I think it's probably because it's dollar store quality, but because of that, it's why I'm doubling these up and just kind of giving that extra strength, because people are, somebody's going to be using this eventually, because I will put this in my shop, and someone will be opening and closing those pockets, and I want it to be sturdy. You know what I mean. But I thought I'd go through and do some gluing and show you guys, how these will look. Okay, and remember, I'm taking these up like this so they don't, so they go up evenly end to end. I think I need a new one. Because if you don't, it'll, like when I moved it down too soon, it pulled and it was short on that one side. So you've got to make sure you get those up and pull them straight up and bring them up evenly. Okay. this one is a side pocket. Yeah, the first couple of times that I did this, the paper, the books were kind of, I think they were probably 1980s books. They were older, and they were definitely stronger paper. I'm getting this all over. That is not good. I just saw myself pour that all over the side there. But yeah, and so the paper was kind of, really nice quality, and I didn't need to double anything up. I'm just going to lay that on its side so I don't have to keep messing with it. I know, I should put a piece of paper between these. I usually do that, and I'm not. Told you guys, I'm kind of off. I apologize. You ever just have days where you don't feel quite up to par? That's how I am right now. I'm not sick or anything, but yeah. I'm feeling the struggle. I'm feeling the struggle, man. Praise God, I have the ability to still get up in the morning, get my husband ready, enjoy my day, enjoy my life. I'm so glad about that. I'm so grateful. I almost died 2 years ago, and that gives you a totally new perspective. You know what I mean? It changes some things. And when you go to the doctor and they hand you a oh my gosh, do you know what I just did? I must have just left 3 pages. Okay. I was gonna say, but you know what it is? I left an extra page here I should have torn out. So, all right. Disaster avoided. We're all good. Anyway, when you go to the doctor, and like I went last week, now it'll be week before last on this video. And they tell you, everything looks good. Your echocardiogram came out great. And then he says, but your blood pressure's kind of high. I want to change your meds. It's fine. Great. Okay, thank you. I kind of felt like it needed it anyway. Well, and then you leave the doctor's office and they give you this piece of paper that is a summary of your appointment. And I was reading the summary of my appointment, and I was like, I don't like that report. I'm going to believe the report of the Lord. I'm going to respect and take care of my body, but I'm going to because, we're talking, there was some pretty big words on there, and of what my actual diagnosis is. And I don't know about you guys. I'm kind of one of those people that's like, I don't want to see it. I've seen it. I've lived it. I've been there. I don't want to look at it again. But it was on this piece of paper, and see how cool this looks? It's getting thicker, and it said heart failure, as diagnosis, and that's a little scary. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. So I was like, okay, Father, you know what? I need you to heal my body through me doing my part, taking better care of myself and all those things. So yeah, because I didn't like reading that. So I think what we're going to do, I wanted to glue a few more pages and kind of show you guys what I was talking about, gluing these side pockets down. And one thing, see, I went off here, right here. You can see it. The page is uneven. I'm going to have to tear this and redo the glue because it's not even. What I was going to say is, on the other video, I did show you a couple of the pockets that I don't think we have another one of, and that's up, but I'll show it to you right now so you know what I'm talking about. It's the half page pocket I did. I think it's the only one I did where I cut the paper. Let me show you. This one here. So if you have any questions, I'm sure you don't, but in case you do, it's just a backwards L. You're going to glue your 2 sheets together, of course, so that you have the double on each side. But then when you glue this, you're just going to glue your edge and your bottom, and that's going to make your half page. Oopsie, I keep hitting these. How about you move them, Tara? That way you don't keep bumping them. Yeah, so then you have your half pocket, okay? And then this one I glued, I'm gonna glue it again, but I don't know, I have another one in here, but I don't know that I'll do it with you guys. I glued it as a pocket, and each side kind of a tuck spot underneath, okay? So I left this open, and then you've got the pocket. So it's just glued on these ends, just in case, you know. Those are the only two I did that I didn't do with you. This one, yeah, I might have to do a little trimming. I messed this one up. I'm not sure how, but it's all right. Just let it dry. Let it dry. Let's see. So yeah, I will probably go back in and just do the rest of this myself and glue, you know, and keep it moving along. I really like this page, these pages right there. Okay, so this page, I was thinking, I would not mind. It's kind of a cool page. It's a family tree. You know what I have laying right here, which might be kind of fun? I have this gold tissue paper, and then you could just see that family tree through there. They could have a place to write. I think that might be kind of a fun thing to put on here. So I'm going to grab my glue stick, since it works like the best with when you're doing what do you call it? Can't think. Tissue paper. I like the way the glue stick holds. So I'm just gonna go to town on this page here. This is what I was talking about. I wanted you guys to, you know, you'd asked me about the altar book. I wanted you to see that there is like no limits. You can do anything you want. We can make this look any way we want. And you already know, but there are new people out there who are, you know, I mean, all of us kind of limit ourselves, or we get stuck in the same old, and it's normal, you know. So I want everybody to kind of be aware that with this project, and it's like that with any project, but this one is just the kind of project that's perfect to say, you know what, we don't have to do anything any particular way. And just gently pull that back if you have bubbles and stuff, because you probably will. It's okay. Just gonna pull it back to where it's laying pretty flat, and then I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take a card and just go like that. And now you can see that family tree through the paper. However, they can write on this, right on top of it. We're gonna probably put a pocket here or something, you know, a couple of pockets. But it just gives you some interest and changes the page a bit, you know what I mean? So it's not just boring. It's kind of cool looking, and it feels neat, because this tissue paper is kind of really soft, shiny. And then once the glue dries, you know, it'll have that feeling, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that to dry, and I'm gonna move these papers over to the other side, and I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And once we're done letting it dry, I'm going to attempt to see if I can pull it off. I don't know if it'll let me. I may have to trim it, but we'll see. Oopsie. And be careful with your glue stick. Push it away. Push it away. I always kind of get a little crazy, like I'm coloring with it or something. No, that doesn't work. See, when I get with you guys and I start chit-chatting and talking to you guys, I start feeling a little better. Isn't that awesome? Praise God. It is good. It's good. I noticed that the other day when I was not feeling well too. I was like, yeah, but as soon as I started talking to the girls, I started feeling more myself. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna grab another piece. I had trimmed these down because I wanted to do like a project, and so I had cut all this tissue paper the other day down to Tara, down to like 8.5 by 11. And then the project I was doing just wasn't working for me, so I didn't end up doing anything, and they're just laying there. So that's why we're gonna use them. We're gonna use them. That's weird. The strings of glue, how it. Okay. All right, stop it. Gotta get this down before that glue dries. If you guys hear sound, it's my neighbor. Oops! Oh no, this page is coming out. You know what? This page is coming out. it's tearing, so we're taking it out. We are just, you know, it's the, what do you call it? It's all part of the game here. I'm not sure what word I'm trying to think of, but, you know, it happens. It happens. I was watching Pam earlier, and I was cracking up with that girl. She's so awesome. I love the crafters that make mistakes on camera. I do. I really do. They're my favorites because they're real, you know. They don't have perfect little experiences every time they go in their craft room, because I don't. Do y'all? I mean, I'm just saying, if you do, that's wonderful. I do not. Like, hardly ever have perfect experiences in the craft room, so. But she was sewing a journal together, and she sewed it in upside down, and she it was just like, oh, darling, I love you. I mean, it's awesome when we can get on camera and we can make everything the right way, the way we want to represent it to you guys. But, you know, there are those times when things happen. Like with Artina. The thing I love about her, I've probably mentioned this numerous times, is that she's willing to try on camera stuff she's never done before. You know, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, you know, she tried. So yeah, and I think that's so awesome of her to be willing to be so humble, to not, you know. I just think that's good. There we go. So that looks cool, and I think it looks pretty nice against this. Now, one thing I do want to do is, and I know it might not work, but if it does, it'll look kind of cute. I want to use, or not cute, but it'll help. I'm going to go over this edging with my glue. Yeah, or my tempera paint, because there's a few spots where it's totally white because the paper tore. And it actually is a different shade of gold, so it's giving a very nice highlight to the page. So there's a little trick for y'all, I hope. Okay, that spot's not wanting to do it. Let's see. It's a little too much white. It's not covering, so let me watch this. Watch this. I'll bring in the big guns. This is liquid tempera paint. Let's see if this helps. There we go. I like it. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Curate Color Tempera Paint. They have it in tons of different colors there, and it's only $4.99. Woohoo! We like those prices. Amen? Okay, so let's see. Where are we at? Well, my loves, I think I will go ahead and close this video out for the day. We have done a nice, beautiful collage on this page, and we've covered this page, which I think it looks pretty cool. And we have this. We did some gluing on our pages so you guys could see how those, you know, on more types of pockets, so you could see what we're going to be doing. And next time I think probably next time I will have this whole thing glued, okay? Like all of these. There's not too many left, so I'm just going to go ahead and do them. And then that way we can move on and keep decorating, you know? And I may also have done a few more pages for fun so that, you know, we get this baby ready to be decorated. But you guys, I'm sure, are getting the idea of what you need to do to an altered book. I am looking forward. I've decided, I'm about 95% sure that I am going to go ahead and collage this one. I think that would be really fun. And then on the inside covers, do like a cool, you know, paper, and then maybe some stamping or whatever. Yeah, that's probably how I'm going to do this journal, because I really love collaging on my journal covers, and I haven't for a minute, and I think it'd be very fun to do it with you guys and to do it on this. So anyway, shh, Tippy's barking at the neighbors. I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow will be Saturday, so we'll probably be decorating ephemera of some kind. And I love you guys, and I really hope that each one of you are blessed beyond measure. Okay? You guys take care and be safe. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.